We're glad you asked because we'll be forming a K-12 grading practices review committee coming up in February. And the purpose of this committee will be to create a shared vision of the primary purpose of grades, which will result in a grading practices model and approach that supports the transformational learner in Franklin Public Schools. Some of the committee outcomes will be to focus on recognizing the need to critically examine our current grading practices, appreciate the complexity of grading, understand the meaning of key terms in grading, identify the purposes of grading, and then also understand how to grade for learning by linking grades to standards. As far as our timeline of events go, coming in February of 2012, we'll be forming our grading practices review committee. If you're interested, please pass your name on to your grade level liaison or content or department coordinator. If you're not interested but would like to read the book that the committee will be reading, please pass your name on as well. Also coming up in February, we'll be conducting a survey of all teachers, which you will take at an upcoming staff meeting. As our timeline of events continue, in March of 2012, we'll be meeting with our grading practices committee for an hour in an after-school meeting in order to hand out reading assignments and select summer dates to debrief. We'll be looking at 3 dates in June and possibly 1 day in August. Continuing on, June through August of 2012, we'll be meeting with the committee again to debrief on readings, develop a position and vision statement, determine current grading practices, conduct a gap analysis, and then determine a plan to work on setting up a new report card for the 2013-2014 school year. In the 2012-2013 school year, in the first semester, we'll be sharing our initial plan for grading practices, meeting with a grading expert in September, as well as teachers having the opportunity to work on revising practices and trying out other grading practices that we'll be researching throughout the year. During the second semester of 2012-2013, we'll be working on report card revisions for the following school year. We'll also work on shifting grading practices, philosophy, and then finally in the 2013-2014 school year, we'll look to implement report card revisions and grading practices at all levels.